Before we get started, if you're in the greater Grand Rapids area, come check out Grand Rapids Lighting Center, the largest lighting showroom in Michigan, for all your lighting and ceiling fan needs. Today, we will be replacing the flywheel on this Emerson Kitty Hawk ceiling fan. So this is what the fan looks like, although this one is in brushed nickel instead of this bronze finish. As you can see, the flywheel is pretty warped, which is causing the fan to wobble a lot. The first step is to take off the switch housing, and to do that you need to remove the pull chain first. And it's pretty easy to remove, although there's a bunch of wires there. But you just unplug the harness, soon, right there, and remove some of the wire nuts, such as the light kit wire nuts, and this capacitor wire nuts, which is connected to the gray wire. So the gray wire connects to the yellow wire. And next, you just spin off the switch housing using lefty-loosies. But it's easy to do. It's very easy to replace the flywheels on these Emersons instead of those Casablancas. And there's the switch housing. So I cleaned it because, well, it's dirty. And next, you just remove the flywheel. But first, you have to remove this washer because it'll get in the way. But it's easy to remove. So I forgot to show the step where you take the set screw off, but you do that, and now you just wobble the flywheel off. Sometimes these are a bit finicky, but most of the time, if you just wobble it, it comes off. And there's the new flywheel, and it'll be going on soon. So as you can see, because this is a Kitty Hawk, you have to take off these 4 screws for the flywheel support brackets and install them on the new flywheel. And the flywheel I'm using is a new Casablanca one. So the screw sizes are a bit different, but just get some new screws for your Emerson Kitty Hawk fan. It's the Casablanca size instead. And there's the new flywheel. And to put it back on, you just do the same steps as how you just took it off. And it's basically just sliding the flywheel back on. So there it is. And make sure it's lined up with the line on the rotor shaft. And grab your 1/8 inch Allen wrench and tighten the flywheel down into the hole on the shaft. Give it a spin to make sure it works. And now slide the washer back on. There's a bunch of wires in the way, so it may take a while, but it's pretty easy. And then, as you can see, the washer is now on. And then you slide the switch housing back on as well. This part is sometimes also a bit finicky because of all the wires in the way. But my tip is to make sure the wire harness, the big plastic thing, goes in first, because the rest are all wires, so it's easier for wires to go through than the wiring harness. But make sure there's no wires trapped in the shaft, and once you get it all straightened out, you can just tighten the switch housing on, and there it is. I'm untangling some wires over here, and next, make sure all of the wires are connected, which is including the harness and the light kit wires, and of course the gray wire from the capacitor to the yellow wire coming from the fan motor. And don't remember to screw the pull chain back on. Connect your gray wire to your yellow wire, and that's basically it for the fan repair. As you can see, now we have a perfectly balanced flywheel installed on this Emerson Kitty Hawk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!